Hey everybody, how's it going? Randy with Nerds Templar. Hanging out Friday. Uh, Missed yesterday's stream, which would have been our Minecraft stream, so we're going to do that today. I'm going to hope to get to a Pokemon stream tonight as well to fill it all in, to get everything in there. So maybe two streams today. Let's begin with our gospel, our daily gospel. Hi Sydney, how are you? There's Sydney Doggo, ready to come hang out. Hi, did you realize something's happening? And she wants to take my spot, of course, because you're a pain, right? All right, let's see here. Again, we're in the Gospel of Luke right now, still. And again, this is what you would read if you went to a daily mass at a Catholic church this morning. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And this is, again, the Gospel according to Luke. Glory to you, O Lord. Jesus told his disciples a parable. Can a blind person guide a blind person? Will not both fall into a pit? No disciple is superior to the teacher, but when fully trained, every disciple will be like his teacher. Why do you notice the splinter in your brother's eye, but do not perceive the wooden beam in your own? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me remove that splinter in your eye," when you do not even notice the wooden beam in your own eye? You hypocrite! Remove the wooden beam from your eye first, then you will see clearly to remove the splinter in your brother's eye. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. All right, so you knocked the charger down. You knocked the charger down. All right, yeah, good, a nice gospel there. Of course, not condemning the calling, the noticing the splinter in your brother's eye, but of course, noticing the splinter in your brother's eye, meaning the small sin of a fellow brother or sister of the world, right, human being, while ignoring perhaps greater sins of your own, or really any sins at all, which actually gets back to what Jesus was saying just before about the teacher. Being greater than the student until the student is fully trained, and of course, that goes with the you have, as a teacher, you have to be unscandalous, put it that way, right? No log in your eye, if you know what I mean. So anyway, again, that was I meant to mention where our prayer for Charlie Kirk, the repose of his soul and his family, the welfare of his family today. Anyway, so we're chilling. As you can see here, massive map. It is crazy, right? Getting there to the point where it's full. But anyway, this is as the title says, we're building today. This is just something quick I came up with to sort of enshrine the map, right? That's a cross. It's actually hard to tell with the water coming down. I thought the water would be a cool accent, but it's a little crazy. I think maybe I could clean it up a little more somehow, get it to maybe run a little better than it is. But it's pretty cool. I think it's kind of working out. I need to figure out how to make buildings less boxy. But anyway, we are here. It is a completely new creative world, basically new. I haven't done anything, and the day's locked. I'll probably start the day moving though, once we start inviting people in. But that's what this is for. We're just hanging out. I'm gonna do this. It's probably not gonna matter, I'm sure, because we can get up to 8 or something already. But I will do just because I can. And then it'll be done for any maybe future time. Set max players. There's actually so many things we can do with this, because technically I can set anybody to any sort of game mode. And something. Oh, did I just? I didn't put in 40. Whoops. Press slash. It doesn't put the slash. Okay. Yes. Set. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. I should actually try. Maybe not today, but maybe next time. Tomorrow, I guess. So again, we'll play Pokemon, which is supposed to be what's today. We'll play that tonight, 40. Set max players 40. There we go. There we go. And just in case. But yeah, what we're gonna do, as I mentioned in the past streams, we're just gonna hang out here. You guys can pop in and do a build, and do anything, do basically whatever you want, anywhere you want. And this is so far the map. It is a level 4. They're level 4 maps. These are up here. These two pieces. Working on obviously getting all of it done. But yeah, these are 4x4 locator maps, so they're huge. I mean, there's like far as zoomed out as they possibly can be. So you're seeing a lot of areas. You could probably tell by how small the pixels are. Yep. I would say the only restriction for you guys building here is I think I'm gonna say I think I'm gonna take for myself, right? I don't want to take much. So I'm gonna say right here, probably make it right about here as my border. Probably make a little bit of a null zone between me and whoever else maybe wants to build, you know, around close, very close. You can pick any area you want, of course. If you, for some reason, wanted to be teleported somewhere to do survival mode somewhere, of course, we could always do that. In fact, we could even use this world for like some like small survival multiplayer survival mini games. We could just like pick a different some small section somewhere and do like a little survival mini game there if we wanted, or whatever. I guess really, if you want to like build a parkour place somewhere here, feel free. But yeah, I think my own section, I would take probably this island as well here, right around. I mean, you know, give or take with the waters. If you wanted to like claim a piece of water, just don't do it like right off a coast, just somebody's own territory, right? This river, actually, I would kind of like to have this beach. I think I'm gonna take all of this water, so all that, and then probably like just this piece. I think it, in fact, I think it kind of changes biome right there. It looks like it's forest and then changes to plains. So I would take like the forest, make this water like my cutoff here. I would also kind of like this little circle island looking thing, and just all this. So I would take like this tiny piece around spawn, and other than that, you guys are welcome to build and do whatever you want, wherever you want. I will not do it today. If you guys also, if you would feel like, I'll give you a map of wherever you'd like to go, of course, so we can just grab an extra map. The only way I know to do that is if I would grab one of these blocks, it would give me the map. But if I would take the map, it wouldn't do anything. But yeah, if I grab the block, it knocks this stuff off and makes some real items, and I can in fact duplicate the maps that way, which is cool. I figured all that out, sort of accidentally, but. Yeah, so I can give you a piece of map for wherever you would like to go. Just for a starter map, you can do whatever you want at that point. But yeah, that's that. And if you wanted to work on one of the maps, feel free. But if you want to pick, I would rather you. I would prefer you if you would like to come and build today. I would maybe prefer you sticking to one of the maps that is complete, because as you can see there, we do have them locked in. And I'd kind of like to have the world as it initially was before any builds happened on the map here, if you know what I mean. So if you do maybe want to venture off to one of these areas, feel free to, I guess, to explore the rest of those particular maps. But they are all created. They just need to be filled out. And I'm not really too concerned. I'm sure at some point we can go farther than this with the map, but I'm not too concerned about that. Now, anyway, this was just my initial sort of build, just to decide where the map would go, and kind of just start a spawn room, spawn castle, whatever you want to call it. So that's sort of what that is so far. You know, it looks I don't know, looks pretty lame, I guess. I mean, it's all right. It could be better. Maybe we just needed to be a little less white. I went with all the diorite because it seemed like kind of marbly. I don't really know if I like that too much. And then the glass, of course, the Nerds Templar colors for all the glass. I don't know that I was trying to get like I was trying to do this the whole way, like glass and then wall, glass and then wall, but there wasn't enough like glass pillar panes, so I just went with like big chunks in the middle like that. But yeah, I can of course. I guess I'll build. See, if I would have just taken up to this river, it would have just been there. So I'm gonna build things myself up to and including, I believe, this. Yeah, pretty much just right here. I don't think there's anything past that. But yeah, again, we are, I think, able already to invite people in. I know how to get there. We go. Find cross-platform. Okay, so I can find people through either a friends list on here, which they'd probably show up at the top, or I can hit X here. I've of course never tried this. Oh, okay, right there. So you could actually do that, and I don't know who this is, but yeah, you could I guess do that. Or recently played with followers. Okay, so hello follower. So you could be a follower, and then if you would in chat here tell me who you are, I can add you in. But there's a QR code right there. Oh, it helps if you can see it though, doesn't it? A second. Give me the. There you go. All right. Yeah, there is one more time. I guess I'll show that from time to time. We can also search gamer tags, which I assume is Microsoft gamer tag, right? So yeah, there's that. So I'll just keep mentioning though, if you chat and you do want to hang out, come hang out in the world. So let me know. And again, you can do whatever you feel like doing here. And I didn't even think about it till like this morning, but yeah, we could do so many things just inside of this world if we wanted to pick just some random corner and do something. Has a lot of obviously has a lot of cool areas. Every map is going to have a lot of cool areas. By the way, I can show you the seed of this one because there's nothing special about it. If you even want to look at what might be farther out from where the map is. Let's see here. General. Oh, is it the top here? Down here. There it is. So I'm not sure if it actually worked that you can get to seed 0 in Bedrock just by typing in 0. That was supposed to be a random seed. So I'm not actually sure if it is random or and it just still says 0 for some reason. Thus, we have no way of knowing what the seed is, which is kind of interesting. So it's almost like a way to hide the seed manually. But of course, you don't get to choose which seed it is. You just have to take the random one it gives you, or keep doing it until you like it. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe they did something where seed 0 means seed 0 now. But either way, there's a lot of cool areas. I found as I was flying through all of this, doing the map, I found that these areas that have like a lot of water and land and different sorts of places, different sorts of biomes, for the most part, not always, but just like different land structures, even they tend to have a lot of cool land structures, a lot of interesting things going on. But it looks like we have mostly all the biomes. There's what are those creaking forests or whatever they're called? I don't know what you call those, but we have like very small patches. I remember of those, but I don't know exactly where they were. I remember them being like right next to mountains, like right there, and somewhere I was recently. Anyway, yeah, tons of stuff. I have a ton of ideas for us to do different multiplayer things already. We need to, I personally, I guess, of course, we could maybe have some help from you guys. Need to get some of the builds done for them. But once those builds are done, we can do some other stuff as well. Although for now, we can just kind of hang out. And if you are a builder, come build. Right, Cal? Let's see here. I'm just going to do a little figuring out. It's interesting. We got this crazy chasm right next to where we started, which is the world spawn right here, and that is negative 72, 72, negative 72. It also happens to be the bottom left, the upper left, I should say, of the bottom right map. This tile, and this is the upper right of this map, this tile, and this is the bottom right, and this is the bottom left of this map. So yeah, I don't know if it's if you would be holding this map, you would see your cursor move off of it if you would move onto any of these tiles. So that's why I placed it right here, and it just seemed fitting that it was 372s. So that's that. We need to I'm going to build it out a little more than this, but right now that's what we're dealing with. There's a little bit of a light structure up here as well, but it looks horrible. So, you know, that's what we're doing. That's what we got. We got lanterns. Yeah, I don't know. There's not really that many great light sources. I mean, there's good light sources. It just all depends on what you want it to look like. If you're trying to make it look slightly normal, I guess, you don't have too many options. The sea lantern and the glowstone are the two other options that I know of. They just look a little less natural. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? Of course, all the regular light things. Sea pickle is kind of funny. I do really like the candles. I don't think there's really, with the way the water's flowing, there's nowhere for us to put that. I do kind of want to fix the water, but I don't exactly know how. If I'm not mistaken, I put down 1, 2. How many did I put down? Oh man, did I? Maybe six water buckets to make it do that. Yeah, it's a little rough. This is the map box. And yeah, those are all separate maps. These are the duplicates of 1 through whatever. So it is nice you can duplicate them. There's again, the exploring was fun just because like it's cool to see some of those really interesting areas. I'd be just again interested to see what you guys would do with some of those places. What you might just build in general, but also what you may do with a, I don't know, like if we would want to build like a, how much hill do we have here? Not much. We have a little bit over here, mountain that is. We're gonna like build a. I don't even know. It's just some crazy cliffside home, cliffside mansion that isn't even accessible because it's going to be under here. And I need some training and building just in general anyway. So I'm happy to do this kind of stuff myself. But I definitely want to see what you guys can do. Show off some of your builds, showcase some what you can do. I'd probably even make some of them into videos. If you are, well, I guess you would be okay with that if you're on the stream doing the same exact thing. But just so you know, you may also be made into a shorter video if your build's awesome enough. I don't want to go all the way down, but we do need some room here. But yeah, aside from that, even if you're just somebody who wants to, who's into PvP or mini games or events, I suppose, for lack of better term, I guess. But that's where we're getting to. So you can join the Discord. That's a good way to stay in touch, to know about those things once they start happening. Once the builds are complete, right? That's the first thing that needs to happen. We'll probably be getting soon here. There are some things that are like relatively easy to build, and some of it just takes kind of figuring it all out, I guess, more so than building it all, like the tedium of that. But maybe I'll have to switch over before it's all said and done. But I will probably be getting the I will be getting it, but probably soon the PC version, just so we can use some different mods and things to help out with the building. And then of course you guys can do whatever. I don't think there would be any restrictions, even if I'm using Bedrock Switch version. That is, I think still if you were to join it as somebody helping with builds, I think you could probably still use like baritone or whatever. I'm not positive about that, but it's possible. Okay, well, we found the end. Let's build that back right how it was. Oh yeah, I always forget. Also, there is the. This will remake it, but that's okay. I have the right click if I click in the right stick, which is in default hotkey. I do select whatever the block is. Now, it's a newer thing for me, sort of. I've had it for a while. I just always forget about it. Once I realized there were more settings I could scroll through. Not really. It didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. What is this? This is. Oh wait. What do I say? I was literally just talking about it. The perks of creative mode. Don't need that silk touch pickaxe. Which I also just realized we can use to get literal stone, which is what we needed for, I believe we were looking at. Was it on? Maybe it wasn't on stream. I was looking at redstone items and realized maybe it was on stream. We couldn't do. I didn't know how to get stone. Now I do. Let's make it look good. Now again, I'm not great with building, but if I were to do some more practice builds on my own, I may actually end up doing them as shorts and just doing like a fast build of some more simple things. Start off kind of smaller in order to know how to make things that are actually good instead of just, like I mentioned earlier, instead of just block giant rectangular structures all the time. I will say I've been working on something for one of the multiplayer games. I guess it's probably one of the things that's more like a mini game than most that I'm creating. More along those actual lines, but I think it can be one that's kind of a little longer one. Possibly it's PvP oriented, but not. I'm trying to make it so it's not just like you need to be good at PvP to have any chance. PvP to have any chance. It's also team based. And that current build, I think it's actually kind of coming along nicely. I can't wait to show you. It will be, of course, one of the first things we do. Hopefully you guys like it, but I mean, it's going to be a game that's going to require a niche audience. I don't expect everybody who's hanging out initially to like every game that I make, but hopefully you guys like enough of them that we can, play a bunch. And some of them again are going to be like more long-term things. So let's see here. I'd say that we have things that are going to range basically every like length of playtime, and so sometimes it's going to be like trying to get people together for like twice a week, maybe weekend evenings or something, twice a week, to do some recording of bigger campaigns. If we get to that point, I sure hope we can get there, because I have, again, some really amazing ideas that'll be done faster the more hands we have on deck, of course. But yeah, that's why I'm going to start with some of the smaller things and work our way toward those larger things once we have a bigger audience, hopefully, and then more helpers for that. We need helpers and also players, because sometimes the helpers won't be able to play. Of course, if they have too much inside knowledge, we're gonna have to have the best of helpers too, of course, that aren't leaking any of that information. I'm gonna start making the house. I just don't know what. I don't know what I want to make it. You guys have any ideas what should I use for the house itself? The world is our oyster. The world is also your oyster. Come join your if you have multiplayer mode or in any Bedrock version, because again we have crossplay, so you don't have to be on Switch. In case you didn't know that, you can be on any Bedrock version. You can come play. I believe all you need. In fact, let me just do this, and then let me know in chat if you do want to, and you end up popping in. You can add me, I believe, with that. And if you want, let me know in the chat, and I can pop you into the world. And you are then free to run amok, basically. Just don't destroy my stuff, or I will kick you, of course. But this is literally all I have so far. That's all I've built. The world, you can go wherever you want here, anywhere at all. Teleport your way right there, I guess, right? Or whatever, you can go explore. If you feel like exploring, you can always explore one of these unexplored map pieces, map tiles. If you do come to build, I would kind of prefer you use an area that is part of one of the filled map tiles, just so, did I lock all of those? I think that I might have finished some that I didn't lock. Wait a second here. 6, 8. What do I have here? 11 and 13. Why is 6 and 8 not locked either? Let's do this. Oh, these might not be completed, but I think I did complete at least one or two. But yeah, I would like to have the map. Okay, this one is, and that one is not. I would like to have this fresh, the map that is fresh before any building happens. So if it is a completed one, of course, we are going to lock it in, and you can. I would prefer you build somewhere there, but if you like really just have your eyes set on one of these pieces, I guess you could go there as well. And if you feel like being generous, perhaps you can even explore that entire map piece. So then we can lock it in before then you build there. But you don't have to do that. You can just pick a place that's already done if you don't want to do any extra work. Yeah, so do we have the panes? Yes. And it was this one. No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, obviously, time constraints, I wasn't quite able to get the entire map done. And again, we can go farther than that. We can go farther. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are the ones I didn't start at all yet. I did have. Get out of here. These ones. Yeah, this one. Oh, wait, what? Really? Okay, never mind. Looks like they're all locked then. This is a bit of a mess right now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9 to that's okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And these are unknown. Wait, what? Did I just maybe not use them, I guess? Yeah, there's the 1 through 5, and then 7. All the locked ones duplicated. They didn't duplicate that last one. All right, yeah, we're good. Yeah, tons of cool areas. Basically every biome. I don't see any that are missing. Who knows how far that ice goes. I kind of wanted to get all these land pieces uncovered, just kind of see what it was like. That's why I ended on the water there. Over here as well, but didn't quite get there. That's okay. Let's go with some kind of wood for this thing. It'd be like a little home inside of the side of the crazy caves. There's nothing really going on here though. Kind of just ends believe I'm also on. Oh wait, never mind. I take it back. I think this is on peaceful. We need to change that probably. Just put it on normal, right? I'll do that if anybody wants to join. Once we get people starting to join that want to, I'll back out real quick. I'll turn on normal, and I will also turn on. What was the other thing I needed to change? Oh, I need to turn on days played and let the daytime the days roll. That's cool. Uh, all right, just completely exposed right there. That's kind of awesome. I have seen that before, so I didn't know that existed. You know, I'm a noob at the game, but I have come across that in the little playing that I did. Some amethyst. What would you call that? Cluster? Am I lost? Did I just get lost? It's kind of spun around a few times. No, we'll go. All right. Of course, we can always teleport negative 72, 72, negative 72, 72. Because for whatever reason, if you type in, wait, can we go TP? What if we would type in TP spawn? Do we need to type in world spawn? Would that be a command? It should be. No, no targets match. Okay. I mean, we know what the coordinates are, but still. I do love that map. I love maps. And so, you know, it kind of pleases me. We definitely need to get it finished. Next time it'll be all done. But again, this is really, you can see this is almost a staging world for us here. Because I guess we wouldn't really I mean I should say we would be able to kind of pull builds from here, put them in other worlds, wouldn't we? So yeah, if somebody like wanted to just even use this as a preliminary place for something that we could use later on, I think that would work. And again, we're really not limited to anything since we could also, should I go one more down here since we're putting a floor in? Nah, this is kind of our shelf. Wish it was a little higher is all. Yeah, let's do this. What can we take off here? Surely we can take the stone away. Sydney bouncing around, twitching in her sleep as usual. Last night was our was our adoration night, Thursday into Friday, so it's usually a goofy sleep night. But right now my sleep schedule is so off that I've been staying up until after that and going to sleep at like 3:30. Pretty late. All right, that might do. But yeah, we can do anything here. Like if we had people that wanted to, I was even thinking about setting something up if anybody is interested in trying. Maybe tomorrow. Because again, this is not our usual Minecraft day. We're gonna play Pokemon later since we missed yesterday, our Minecraft day yesterday. We're doing that now. We're gonna play Pokemon this evening to catch up, sort with all the streams, I suppose. Um, and then we'll be doing Minecraft again tomorrow, as per usual now. So maybe it's possible by then I can have something set up if we have the guys that wanna do it. But if we can do some, we could do some like mini survival mode thing. If any of you feel like you're good enough, I feel like couldn't we set you onto? I mean, even we could set you on hardcore mode just by putting it on hard and saying don't die, right? So it just doesn't necessarily have to be strictly hardcore mode. If we wanted to have you guys, if anybody wants to like team together, again, I don't know how good you guys out there are. Maybe it's too easy. But if like hardcore would be difficult for you, maybe if we could get like 2 players or something to attempt a hard mode challenge, and as I spectate and maybe learn some pro skills, pro plays from you, and or perhaps laugh at you, or both. Again, there's like I actually found several really great looking islands. It would be good like deserted island starts for a survival mode. Hello. But again, I think that's probably pretty common on any map. The farther out you go, you're going to basically run into any kind of structure you can imagine, any kind of formation, land formation you can imagine. But as I mentioned, if you're looking for something crazy and you don't know this already, which you probably do, these seem like the best areas for like just ridiculous natural land formations. These types of areas that have a lot of like variation of water and land all over the place. Again, it's a super zoomed out map, so it's sort of hard to tell. You know, it might be a little more of a landmass than you think from this distance, but I just love this map. I love it. We need to figure out what is here. What is here? It's like America. No, but yeah, we have tons of area. If you want to, even if you want to maybe pick a spot like here, and say, you know, just stick to the one that is on a completed map already. Anyway, I'm just saying we got plenty of stuff we can do. Um, there's plenty of areas for a survival challenge if anyone wanted to just do that, because we can pretty much think of this as our first sort of multiplayer world where basically anything goes, right? I mean, I don't think there's, it's creative mode, so the only restrictions are the ones that you want placed on yourself, right? You obviously can't, you can, don't grief anybody. That's just going to be, that's just a rule that we're going to make. Like, don't break people's stuff unless, you know, you talked about it in advance previously, you know, and you're doing like some kind of survival PvP challenge on somewhere, and you want to destroy each other's things, and that's a different story. Because again, you can do whatever, but don't destroy people's creative things. That would just be horrible, and then I'll kick you. But other than that, yeah, just do whatever. So I do really like this spot. It'd be awesome. Almost an entire. I mean, wow, that's kind of close to a. You can almost make it. Wouldn't it be cool if there's like a, oh, like a lasso, a rope, or something? Terraria has ropes. What don't they have? Isn't there like a what's the thing I'm thinking? Is it just a rope? The thing you swing on something in that game. I'm pretty sure there's something like that. By the way, it's possible. I don't know. Maybe you guys are also Terraria fans. It's possible we'll play some Terraria on one of our Monday mix-up streams if we end up doing that in the evening sometime, which I would like to do. Let's finally get a floor going here. I mean, I could do planks, I guess, but I mean, I'm sorry, slabs, but I think we're gonna go planks. Let's try to mix it up so it again doesn't just look like one big block. Okay, let's make it the natural stuff. Oak and birch as always. Should I maybe make it a multi-wood thing? Let's do that. Let's do that. I like that idea. Let's get rid of these leaves. Into the trash. That. Take oak plank. Just in case, let's take the slabs of both as well. Oak and birch. All right. Yeah, it's not, you know, it's not going to look like insane probably, but still, it'll match. It'll match the area. Here's where maybe, ooh, they would do that. Pretty sure that turns into a dirt block when it's under other dirt blocks. What if we would, do this. Keep going. Keep going. Let's not give up just yet. I'm not really feeling it, but that's fine. See what happens. I don't know. Maybe we do this. We keep the outer ones as planks, but then we'll use slabs everywhere else. How about that? Give us a little more room. Stop that. Oh. Keep it pretty much just right there. Again, bear with me. Bad enough it's that happened. Bad enough at survival. I'm still learning how to do and just create things as well. Let's go there. Did we try taking these out? No. Oh, okay. All right. Get a little light in here for now. Just, I guess I'll just take those lanterns. Can they go on the wall? No. You can go there. Okay, well that's it. That's I never thought about that. Well, doesn't help as much as survival. What do you need for a lantern? Probably I have no idea. Probably iron though. So not exactly as cheap as a torch, but these can go on the ceiling, which torches can't. It's good to note. Both can go on the ground. Cannot go on a plank or a slab, but it can go on a plank. Yeah. Okay. Of course, it's not the side. That is the top. Okay. They do look nice. Yeah. Okay. And I should put like a little thing on the stream on the screen so you don't have so I don't have to keep saying it. Give me 2 seconds to do that. Let's see. I have so many things on here. Do we have any text that we don't need here? Probably. There's that one. Okay, let's just make a new one. What should I just come build? Come build with us. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna make it look lame. Should probably have a border though. I'll put it up here. Yeah, just bear with me 1 more second. Put a border on that. Now you know. Now I don't have to keep saying it. Background, outline. There we go. Where do you go? Did that help at all? Did that do anything? No. What? Okay, let me turn. Well, wait. Maybe it did. Maybe it's turned up. There it is. There it is. A little bit. There's more there, right? Okay, that's good enough. I think you can read it right. I can read it. You can read it. Sorry. Sorry, Pop, did I touch your toes? Oh, nose. Llamas. Ooh, ooh. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Um, luckily, the game does not allow you to use a lead on a person. It's a good thing. That's a good thing. However, 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 this is Bedrock. So, if I'm not mistaken, where are you? Where did you go? Aha. I'm not mistaken. Okay, we need him to be the one. Let's do this. Oh, Angela's time. It's an interesting time for that. Come here, dude. Perfect. There you go. Get in there. Awesome. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Behold the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen. Pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Usually I play, I just keep lightly playing as I do the Angelus there, which I do have to also put up. I do have to get a text thing for the screen for you guys there. I just realized as I started that. But I couldn't do it because as soon as I attached him to the lead, I almost started bursting out laughing, and so I had to stop and I had to just do the Angelus first before we began because of course you can't attach a lead to a person, but you can put them in a boat and you can attach a lead to a boat. And so yeah, hello. Welcome to the house, sir. Let me take that off of you somehow. There we go. Unleash. Oh, there you go. And no, don't do it. It's not worth it. This will be a nice place to live soon, I promise. What happened to your llama? Oh, did I break the llama's leads? Don't worry. Don't worry. We can fix that. There we go. We can fix this. We can fix this. There you go. There's one llama. You didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. No llamas were made in the harmed in the making of this house. Get there. There you go. Easy. Looks like they're wearing little scarves. Little like Harry Potter wizard scarves or something. I don't know. I guess it's just like striped British scarves. You guys wear scarves like that in the UK still? Maybe not one so colorful. I'm just kidding. But those are cool scarves. I mean, they're not scarves, but those scarves are cool. Anyway, this house, this is going to be some kind of porch thing, deck, porch. What? I guess it would be considered, I don't know, a deck because it's not necessarily on the ground, or a porch because it is the ground floor. I don't know. It's one of those things. Let's knock that out. think we can make a wall here, actually. Let's do this. Build a wall. He doesn't. You don't know what to do with yourself now, do you? It's simple. Just hang out, dude. Just chill. Me, my flatmate. Is basically what we got here, and there's no escape. So settle in. The llamas are chilling. Why can't you? It's funny. He just can't. He just can't. You just don't understand. I do have to build there eventually, sir. So you're gonna have to move. I don't know what exactly, but not the easiest choice. Should we? Oh yeah, let's do something like we wanted to make something that looked like a foundation, a base in the side of the cliff. Unfortunately, fences is our best bet, and that's not really great, but it's something. It's at least something. What don't we need? We don't really need these. Oh, okay, whatever. Let's see what it looks like. Let's try right about here. Maybe right here. That one. And this one. How far in is that? One, 2, 3 in. It's not really far. But again, we kind of have to go off of this rock here. It doesn't really look great as a fence. The posts that make it work. See what this looks like though. Nah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Looks too much like a fence. The only thing you could do is go straight down, which also will look pretty dumb. So I'm not going to do that. But it also kind of looks weird that it's just this floating piece of like a floating wooden slab. How can we? You guys have any ideas on that? Let me know. Yeah, feel free to give your input on how we're doing this, but also feel free, like the thing says right above my face here, come join, come build with us. I'll show you again real quick. Invite. There we go. There's my QR code apparently, and that's that. And let me know if you want to join. I'll go back in there and I shall invite you. You gotta add me as or follow me or whatever, and then I will invite you in if you would like to join. Of course, the goal is to not see that from over here, right? It's going to be inside the mountain so well, inside that little cliff area so well that there's no seeing it until you're there. Oh, hello. We can almost go out one more. I could be okay with that. Did it to himself. Again, this is the world spawn room, map room, one and the same. Not quite complete. Of course, will also probably be extended at some point. It didn't really take me all that long to make this, which you can probably tell because, again, it's just kind of a giant box, even though the water's sort of cool, but kind of just a mess. So yeah, it'd be fine. I wouldn't mind having to redo it a bit, make it a little bigger. I can't imagine the map will be like too many more blocks outward, right? It's already massive. And if we'd even go one more out, could you imagine how ridiculous that map is? I mean, I'd have to be zoomed out to get all of it. I'd have to be zoomed out this far at that point. So I can't imagine going too much farther than that. But I suppose if I do rebuild, I'll probably rebuild just for the sake of it. Maybe this much. How am I? What to? It's like like 8 by 8 map. That's nuts. 8 by 8 map, the farthest zoomed out it can be. The highest level locator maps there. This tree is sort of annoying. This, because I want it, but I don't want this block here, but I need it. Kind of messing the whole thing up. You're messing the whole thing. Llama's looking for his master now. Way to go, dude. You just had to fall off. Now what am I supposed to do? Where'd you go? Uh-huh. Make me do this to you again, huh? Alright. There you go. Don't fall off. This is the last time. This is the last time you get a floating boat ride. You could probably do some crazy things with some stuff in this game. Oh man. I just have to figure out how everything works. The more I play, the more I'll know, right? There you go. And you're back. Good. He's so excited. No, he just wants to jump down again, but he can't. Why does he want to just go down so bad? I'm not going to make it any bigger, kind of like that. But I will probably do this. More out here. And now I think we have our true wall. Maybe. Yeah, I think that works because we do want it right. Yeah, we want it here. I want to go any farther in than this. No, can't do that, llama. Go around. Yeah, again, it's like perfect there. I kind of like this idea. Ah. Okay. Do we double door it? Do we just do no door maybe? Go with no door. Now we start getting a little close. Let's do this. There we go. The same? Yep. Nice. Yeah. Just one of them is shorter. Those are two up each, and then these. Get out of here. Go in. I'll go in. If you won't, I will. We did this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. We're getting a little conspicuous now. Trying to keep it hidden from over here. Still can't see it through that though. Yeah, this definitely will be updated to just be better. It was just kind of a temporary first thing that came to my head build. I knew I was going to go with some kind of massive glass structure. I don't know what it is about glass structures. I think they look pretty cool, but go with that again. Something just to encase the map room, make that look cool. I actually wanted to make a different spawn room than the map room, but since since this map here where it sits is the very most top left tile, of this map, and the same goes for this. Is the very most top right, very most top, very most bottom right, and the very most bottom left. So again, this is like right in the world itself. This is right where the map changes, and it also happened to be negative 72, 72, negative 72 as the coordinates. And so it just seemed like such a great world spawn place. And it also then had to be right on top of where the map is. But that's okay. It just means you spawn in right exactly where the map is. And it looks amazing. And also where a cross is. But you can't really tell it's a cross anymore. You can, but the water kind of messes it up. I was thinking, you know what I was also thinking here, real quick, because I just remembered this. Hopefully we don't need our boat anymore or our leads, but maybe we will. So we'll just keep them there. Let's use this. It's the only block of gold there is. Well, I didn't mean to grab a stack, but whatever. That's not gold. There we go. I think we just do I think maybe we do this. This isn't to necessarily to accent that last piece, which is really the only piece you can't see because of the water, but it does do that. So unintended benefit. Kind of just gild it a little bit. That looks pretty good. If it was a little bigger, it'd look better. I think it's a little. Yeah, if it was like one bigger, I'd be a little happier with that. It's a little stunted at the top now. So just quartz pillars. I think the whole thing, yeah, quartz pillar. Just bringing out one, whatever. Somebody's sleeping again. She just is constantly asleep, and what a goofy dog. Does this look okay? I don't really like that. But I think it'll be alright, I guess. You don't really come up here anyway, right? So I think that'll still look okay. Like not too long on the other ends now compared to the bottom. I think it's still good. I think so. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, it is a little stunted at the bottom. It does all need to like come up one, but I can do that on my own. That's fine. Would also mess up some other things because if you look right behind here in the glass, the colored glass also matches where these are. I suppose I could also just change where those in the cross are. It'd be a lot easier. I'll just switch them around so they'd match if I go one higher here. Anyway, this is not so bad. It was a decent initial structure. It's good while it lasted. All that really matters is the map, though. Again, you feel free. Again, if you do want to join, you're welcome to do literally anything here. It's obviously creative mode. You can come do a build, in landscape something if you want to make some kind of incredible natural structure, natural looking structure, I suppose. If you want to do some kind of little survival mode for yourself somewhere, if maybe we have several people again that are interested in doing that, let me know. And next time, maybe even tomorrow, we can like set you off somewhere against each other or together as a team, maybe to try to beat hardcore, beat the game in hard mode somewhere on an island or somewhere. Who knows? It's all anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. But we will probably, it's possible we'll set up some mini games and stuff here as well. And when we, those smaller things that I've been working on, this could be really the world we do them in. There's no reason not to. This is pretty much what it was going to be anyway, a creative world where I just kind of change the roles based on what we're doing in the world at the time. We can hold up to 40 players at once, which is just so awesome. So yeah, the more the merrier, and the more we have, the more different things we can do. But I'm gonna have games that are made for all sorts of different numbers of people depending on what we have, and number wise, and then what we have just built and prepared to play. Yeah, we're gonna need to do something about that. Antblade, Anti-Blade, what's up? What's up? What if we take off this? make all of this a, not all, just that. Down here. Again, this is just some random build. This is nothing special. I just figured I'd start building something while we hung out. Pretty much a lazy day, as you can see the dog. Sydney always feels that way though. It's nothing new for her. I guess maybe we can come off one more here. About as far as we can go. As far as I want to go, I don't want to make it too far out. Yes, sure. 1 second here. Here's the, in fact, before actually, I'll give you the invite first here so you can just see the QR code. There you go. Can follow, and then after you follow, I can add you in. There's that gamer tag is also there, Nerds Templar, without a space. And I am going to, before you hop in here, yeah, I'm going to change 2 things, edit 2 things in the world real quick now that we have somebody joining us. You will be first. So welcome to the temple, which is what we have called it. And I'm going to turn it to normal and also turn it to, what else am I looking for here? I want to show days played so we know, because why not? And then also, where is, oh, cheats, of course, yes. Normal, daylight, cycle. Okay, there we go. Yes, and thanks for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Everybody out there, like, sub if you aren't. Join the Discord also if you're interested in some extra other content once we start, once we get going. With multiplayer stuff, that is. Because this is just, like I mentioned earlier, this is kind of our, the staging world, if you will. And we can, in fact, just bring stuff from here, I guess, right? We can just bring it straight from here and put it into any other world we need to at any time for those builders and creators helping out with any projects. And then I'll just keep a lookout for you. Let me know whenever you're ready or whatever. And again, those will just eventually we'll need the participants as well. But first, of course, will come maybe builders. I mean, there's some stuff that I can probably just finish on my own, and then so if you are interested in mostly just participating in some of that content, yeah, you can do that. Why is this? Seeing light there? Why the light's coming through? Yeah, but the goal of this world, I guess, was just mostly to start getting us together, getting people together that want to do some multiplayer stuff, and particularly people who maybe want to do some building, maybe help with some of the creation. But not only you guys. It's up for anybody. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I can probably do. I think I can do / commands to change people's modes to other modes. I'm not positive on that, but might be able to. Friend request you, or are you sure you're not able to? Maybe you can't do the QR code, but are you able to put in my name there? Oh, there you are. I see you. All right, there. I believe I've added you, as far as I'm aware. Or do I have to? There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay. View search. There we go. Send invite. Okay. Okay. All right. That's you're the first one I've invited to a multiplayer game, so welcome, Anti-Blade. I believe I sent it. What is this? Yeah. Oh, okay, I can. This is where I can change everything. Can I? Players, attack mobs, operator commands, and teleport. All right, cool. Could probably do that for everybody, I'd imagine. Always raining. Looks weird under there, but that's fine. I'm gonna put some kind of wall here. Let's do this too. Let me know if that worked or not. Looked like it did, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I was thinking. I already mentioned maybe doing some. Yeah, I don't know if we need this. Maybe doing some shorts builds, and that'll be me just doing some videos of shorter, smaller builds of my own, attempting to get better at building. And if any of them look good, then I might like post it at 1,000 speed as a short. I don't know, just for a little extra content. It's not there's so much bad content out there. It's so crazy. I'm not saying mine's like quality good, but it's at least wholesome. It's at least wholesome. So we need these. Yep. Yes, we do. That's of course our goal. Everyone, there's so many creators out there doing many things. Yes, we are new to all this, but we are probably one of the only wholesome, traditionally minded, um, slightly, not overtly, but still religious in a sense, faith based community. So, but again, nope, I don't have to go in there now. Now I got you on the list. There you go. Send. All right. See if it worked that time. You should spawn in here, I'd imagine. I did set this to world spawn. I'm pretty sure. It does say you're offline, so I wonder if that's like making it not happen or something. And send it one more time just in case. Do I have to stay here? Do I have to stay in this? I don't think that's the case. The first night has begun. Of course, it's creative mode, but I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if somebody wanted to try a hard or a survival challenge somewhere. Plenty of great areas to check out. You can always help me explore if you really felt like it. If you'd like to explore, I don't know if people actually like that though. On the Switch, it actually takes a bit. Chunks take a little bit to load in whenever you're like flying through at full speed. I don't know. I assume maybe it might be all consoles. Might just need a really good PC to make that work well. This world is like 250 megabytes, I think, right now. I feel like it's pretty big for a Minecraft world. There's not a whole lot built here, of course. There's just obviously a lot of chunks that have been loaded. If you couldn't tell, is it working? What's up here? Oh, there you go. Okay, I see. Well, I saw you on for a second. I wonder if it keeps saying you're offline. If that, I mean, if that's the reason. The llama just chilling. Where's all? Wait, where's the other llama? Oh, you lost your friend. It looks like somehow made it down here. Never mind. God, now there's other things. Maybe despawn. At least you're safe, llama. Tell me if somebody joined, right? Whenever you join, it will say it. It still says offline. Oh, there you go. Well, let's see. Hey, I might butcher this name. Yalmar? Is that how that's pronounced? Yalmar? How you doing? How you doing? No, not even close. Say what? I'm saying no to what? Like what? It's like denying you access or something. That should work there. I hope I don't have to stay in this. I can imagine I can leave here, but it doesn't seem to be working. This does look kind of nice at night. It's the first night I've seen it. Cool, kind of cool. I do need to extend this one up. His little stout. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, game's no longer paused when we do the plus now, or when we pause it now. That's good to know. Nice, nice. Got the Enderman. I was also gonna go Enderman in suit. Hello, hello. Nice to see you, Anti-Blade. Yeah, feel free to do anything. I guess really, you can choose any place in the world. In fact, real quick though, I said this in the beginning. I don't think I mentioned it again. The only place I would kind of like for my own spot is sort of this little chunk of land here. You would of course have to look at the stream to see what I'm pointing at. I don't think you could tell from Minecraft itself, but right like in this bay down to where this like beach area is, maybe this water down here over to this water here. In fact, I don't know. I don't know what this looks like, but I wouldn't mind having. You know what? Yeah, if someone wanted to build on that island, I'll just say I'll take to this water's edge here and to where that beach is. So really, just this tiny piece is all I want, kind of for myself. Anywhere else on the entire map is open for anybody to do whatever. So yeah, feel free to do that or hang out if you wanted to. I mean, you could help me build, but I don't even know what I'm doing. So there's probably not like much helping me. How is it right under here? It's like it's like there's a chunk somewhere missing. You know, I just thought we could maybe do it's not going to look as good, but we could at least do this. this one be here? So this one's about to come out one. Yeah, I'm not a great builder, but I do have some bigger, obviously, some bigger projects, so we can do some multiplayer stuff. I would say mini games. Some of them are mini game like, but those will seem like they're like a little too close for support beams. Problem is that this wall doesn't come out of it. Maybe we just make this wall come out more, right? What do we just did this? So yeah, maybe if you guys aren't like the builder type, perhaps. I'm not necessarily the builder type, but I am more of the creator type in general. That's why I got some ideas for mini games and bigger temporary events is I think one of the better terms I could probably use for the plans I got. But we're gonna build from shorter term events that are more like mini games, and build onto hopefully as the audience also grows onto bigger and longer events with bigger meaning more people, I guess, and bigger builds involved. Anti-Blade, you can do literally anything you feel like doing. If you, that's why I have that entire map. If you want to go find like a cool place on the map you want to go build, and then I can come check out whatever builds you do once it's done, or once we're like about to go for the day. Then I can come check out what you got, what you did, and show it off a little bit. If you feel like building, or yeah, that's really all we got right now. Hello, hey up there. Feels good. Yeah, but for now that's about it. If you really wanted to like do a survival mode, I think I can turn you on to survival. Be survival instead of creative, and I could plop you somewhere random in the world to fend for yourself. But yeah, I think other than that, we're pretty much just chilling. But yeah, as far as that goes, survival things and maybe stuff to do while we're here on this world, in this world together. Maybe next time if we got the people that want to sort of commit to it a little bit. Looking for the map, of course. There is no map. There's just this map. I could search for a place off stream, of course, but if there were people who wanted to like attempt a hardcore run, I don't know. Again, I don't know how good you guys are. I'm not very good at the game yet. I haven't had it very long, but if anybody out there wanted to try a hardcore run, maybe do a team run, perhaps without me, because this is creative mode. I do want to do that in the future, though. For anybody who is a survival. Oh, okay. I started hearing some strange noises. I'm wondering if it's. I'm not sure what that is. Somebody working on something. Oh, you know what? I think it's the. Give me 1 second. Let me just look. Yeah, it's the oil guy. We're good. Anyway, yeah, if anybody's out there more of the survival type, we could try that. I want to do a multiplayer co-op survival, hardcore that is, attempt. But I can't do that until I get caught up in the video series, that very first world that we're playing through. I haven't added anyone to my friends list. Okay. That's a lie. That's just a lie. Yeah, but I've never beat the game. I just got it like a month ago, maybe. And so I do want to beat it myself first, obviously. And but I also want to beat it on my very first world I made. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's the video series that's coming out right now that I've been putting out. That's my very first world ever in Minecraft. So, uh, I've been enjoying it. That's going to be, of course, the survival place. And speaking of builds, that's going to be like a more, at least in my opinion, maybe a more interesting let's build together stream for us to do rather than here. This is kind of a little open ended. Obviously, it's kind of just do whatever. Although I mean, if you just make a really cool build, then it's a really cool build, and I'll show it off, and maybe that's content enough. But in Rand's world, the my first survival world, I will have allow you guys to pop in there as well and make builds, but it's going to be a lot more. Uh, Sorry about your luck there, buddy. It's going to be more like restricted to what you can do. Like I have like little zones zoned out around our kingdom that we've created for you guys to kind of take one of the plots and build on it, build like a home in the village, if you will. And so we will get to that hopefully sooner rather than later. All I got to do is catch up with the video series, catch up in the video series to where I am in that playthrough. And once that happens, then I will allow you guys in to come hang out and do some building there as well. And that'll be a lot different than here. And once I finish there, then we can do some hardcore runs, and it'll be great together. That is, because I'm not doing it on my own, not yet. And while all that's happening, I'll be building all the other things that will be used for many multiplayer endeavors, hopefully. Because again, I'm more interested in creating fun things for you guys to do. I think I have a lot of really awesome ideas that some are like things that people have done before. Some are, I think, totally different, and some would be like kind of, I guess, our takes on things that already exist. One thing that I'd like to do, I really like the whole civilization thing. We don't have either the viewer base or the server to do that yet, but I don't think it'll take too long. I hope it doesn't take too long for us to get to the point where we have the viewers and just the viewers, I guess, that would want to participate in something like that enough to do it on something like this. Because again, we have max 40 players in this world, so that's a lot of people. That's like, instead of thinking it as like civilizations, you can think of it as like tribes. It's like a 18 versus 18 or something. Or you could even break it up into like what would it be, like 12 versus 12 versus 12. 3 factions of 12. Send you guys off into survival mode and see what happens, right? So yeah, if you guys are interested in stuff like that yourself, like participating in that, subscribe, join the Discord, let me know of your interest, because the faster we know, the faster people start, coming by and letting me know that they're interested, and we get the numbers together, start figuring out how many people we got, the faster we can actually do it. I really hate what the bottom looks like here. I don't like that at all. I have to fix it. We also need something else here, something more. Fortunately, if we wanted to put glass panes in, we'd have to do this. I really don't want to, but I guess it's okay. Doesn't really need the glass, I guess. If we did one there too, that'd be kind of cool. The llama's trapped now. You ain't going nowhere, right, pup? Pup still doesn't know what's happening in the house. She hears noises. She's on edge. It's okay, puppy. We have a bunch already. Never mind. right, all right. Not bad. Cool little hut. You know what? Let's do this. I know. I know. Just wondering where I can put a little bit of different colored wood. Maybe we just put one strip right here. I don't think a lot of people like the look of birch wood, but I don't care that much. Not that bad to me. It's all right. Again, I just wanted to match the natural woods of our area here. And if you do want to come join it, again, as I keep mentioning, you can feel free to go wherever in the world. I just wanted to cordon off like literally this tiny chunk, this little piece right here, basically, is all I want. And you can go literally anywhere else in the world. I tried to extend the map as much as I could to give you a good idea of some different areas available, just picking your random coordinate. And again, I'm pretty sure we have like basically every biome available. We don't have very big, what are those gray forests called? One of those newer biomes. We don't have a whole lot of it, but there were a few pieces, and they seem to be like right at the base of snowy mountains, if I'm not mistaken. Almost like wrapped around some of them in some cases. This might be one right here, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just saw one recently. Maybe it was right here. There was one that seemed like it was almost like a C shape, almost. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was, I don't know. All right, yeah. I'm just going to keep coming back to that. Just like last time we were streaming. Let's keep coming back to the more important things that we want to do later on. This is kind of, again, this is really just to reach out to you guys, these streams, and also then this world we've now created, this creative world is now our staging area, the temple as it's called. This is Nerd's Templar after all. This is the temple, the beautiful temple, if I will, just like the world, right? The world's a sort of temple of God, in a sense. But more importantly, we are temples of God. We are, of course, not the world, so it's really not a comparison there. But anyway, this is the temple, and we can, of course, pull builds from here that are done. If we want anything from here to be in any of the other worlds that we do, if somebody's maybe even wants to like perhaps work on some parts of builds or some of our other ideas in this world at different points while we're streaming, that's a thing that could happen, I guess, right? And yeah, that's this is just a thing, and this has just a random thing I started building in the side of the mountain. I thought it'd look cool. It's all right, I guess. Should we make it all wood? Maybe we should. Maybe that make it look a little better. Maybe we will do this. Again, considering where we can maybe accent with a little birch wood. Let's do it right here. I don't know, is it going to look terrible? Maybe. Probably. But that's fine. I won't take it out. We'll just deal with the horridness of it. Nope. That won't work. We have to bring it in one. Because this one, that's all obviously exposed as well. I think maybe this has to come in. So all this has to come out. Wait. Where'd you come from? What? It's a little piece of grass and you spawned on it. That one's not right though. Why do you guys get out of the... This is crazy. Crazy. All the places you could be. Stop it. Wrangle you out of there, I guess. Oh, there you go. Don't do it again. And you go in there instead. All right. Can we take these out? Ooh. Ah, okay. I think we'll keep it like that. Haha. Nope. Never mind, I didn't get it. Get out of there, llama. These would go up here. These would go here. Yeah, we didn't have to go in that deep, but that's fine. So these go across. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah? Oh, is he spitting at the dog? Oh, we got to fight? What? Bro, why are you spitting at the dog? That's not a good idea. I don't think the dog's going to like that very much. If you actually hit him. Doesn't seem like he can, though. Is the dog running from him or just moving around randomly? I think he might actually be running. Oh, yeah, he's almost... Is he going to... Wait a second. Oh, wait, I can't tell by the tail, but if his tail's telling me his health, then he's not looking so hot right now. He is definitely... Okay, llama, quit. You don't have to be mean. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe it's just in your llama-y nature to be horrible like that. Maybe we don't need this little weird shelf we got going here anymore. I don't know why I did that. Try to be cool, man. Try to be cool. Oh yeah, that's terrible. That looks horrible. Oh look, you calmed down. Good. Glad to see you guys made up. All right. Having a little bit of block lag, you can see there. It's probably because I have so many chunks loaded in, I guess. There's where that was. Or where was that? I guess it was there. I don't know where that hole was. I guess maybe it was that. It's a nice little place. I really don't like the things at the bottom. Well, that's what you see. It must have finally hit them, and now that's what you get. That's what happens. It's good. It's interesting. I didn't know that the llamas had an attack, a ranged attack at that. It's like a crossbow. Utilize that. Give them some llama armor, which isn't a thing, but it should be. What do you think, dog? You probably don't agree with that after what you just went through. What else can we do here? That look weird, kind of, but that's okay. The whole thing looks weird, so what's it matter? If we wanted, we could go a little farther in. We could just again, because this is me testing my skills here a little bit, just messing around, seeing what kind of crazy stuff I can come up with. Let's do this. Let's do this. Stuff that I haven't really done too much. One because I haven't done a whole lot of creative, and of course, two, it's not as easy to get all this stuff in um, survival to just do whatever you want anytime. What color do we want in here? Of course, brown, red, orange, those would match. Yellow would kind of match. Don't really want to go with green. Looks a little too much like grass, although it would probably match too, I guess. I kind of like this CN maybe. I don't know. I won't. Oh man, this is slabs are the worst, dude. Slabs are just the worst thing in the world. Um, I want to do that, but this is gonna start getting. Wait. It's gonna start getting a little low. Actually, it still looks pretty good. Go in here. You know what? Maybe this is really. Maybe here we do this. What am I doing? Yeah. Yeah. Then we go up. Sort of like a. Like an. Yeah. Okay, that works. Stair-like. They are stairs. We really want to do this, but can we keep them low enough that it still looks okay? Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Still looks good. Now, of course, we take the whole floor out again. Yeah, good to note. I gotta start remembering that. I think I already did know. You can't put anything on. Well, you can put stuff on slabs, but the things that go on slabs will float above it because it's only half. Kind of lame, but you know, whatever. At least it was a pretty easy fix here, and we have enough room inside. I feel right. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. That we'll get to in a second here. Once we get our carpet going. Although carpets are actually pretty easy to make in the game. That's something we could have done a little bit in survival. I have used a bit at this point in my own survival. I haven't been playing too much of whatever that world's called on my other character, just because my goal has been to try to get out all those videos of that very first world of mine. I've been doing that I recorded all of, so then we can eventually finally get to. I'm going to end up playing through all of that, of course, to beat the game. Maybe, probably even on stream, I'd imagine. So that'll be some upcoming content. And then once we finish that, not only can you come build in Rand's world, then my very first and will be my perpetual single player survival mode world, but you will also then be able to maybe join me in doing a hardcore run. I think we're going to do a 4-player hardcore run once I beat the game by myself for the very first time in that world, in Rand's world. Then we'll start a hard mode. And anybody who wants to join for that, yeah, I think we're going to do 4 players to begin. It'll be great. It'll be great. Yeah, and I'm just messing around, messing with stuff, seeing what works, what doesn't. That looks kind of horrible, but whatever. Hmm. Uh, guess this can go there. And then this just needs to be a trap door, probably. Oh, that's kind of cool. Make it an oak. Nice, nice. Yep. Can we, there we go. Boop. Okay, so, little smuggler's hole. But what do we do with it? That's how you make a hideout. A secret den, of course. If you just have people that hack the game, then there's, there's not much else you can do about it. You need to take a lot more measures than just a little carpet. But hey, you'd never know, right? And we're of course not going to allow anything like that. I do want eventually one of the main goals is working toward having a perpetual full-time survival SMP server. That's basically where you can do anything except actual cheating or hacking. Pretty much everything else would be open. That's the goal. But before we get to that point, of course, we have plenty of other fun stuff, and we'll continue afterward to have fun events and things. And again, one of the things I'm most interested in is the civilization type challenges. I think those are just incredible. But I have, I don't know, perhaps some different ways of going about doing those that are perhaps going to be more enjoyable. And if you guys want to join in on that, yeah, I was going to try to. Yeah, never mind. If you want to join in on that, subscribe, join the Discord. If you don't have Discord, just kind of stay tuned. The community tab is also available for chatting off of channel. You guys are in fact able to chat in that as well now. If you didn't know, I wonder if we could. I don't want to really extend more of the cliff itself because that's how it naturally was. How it currently is how it naturally was. I think maybe I'll just keep it like that. I thought about maybe putting a few extra on here just to kind of hide this a little more, but I think it's all right. I think it's all right. We were trying to stay hidden sort of from over this direction, which isn't very hard to do, obviously, but pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Nice little cliffside house. It's not as big as I wanted it to be, so you know what we're gonna have to do here? We're gonna have to just probably not make this a trap, and instead make it an actual staircase. But the goal is to stay within the. Sir, this is not your home. You are not welcome here. What should we use, though, is the real question. Yep. Oh, really? I don't want the trapdoor. And then I guess we need these. And there's the one that's harming. Yeah. Like, harming. It's only harming 2. Okay. Oh, do we need that? Probably. Okay. Target practice. You just stay there. You just stay right there. We have to load this thing. And you went in the house. Can we break windows with this? I don't think. But maybe. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I want to drop from here. Here we go again with the controller. It was like right above it, huh? So close. What if we do this? Now, how did that one go to the right of the other one? I just want to go through my... Wow, this thing is not very... That's crazy how different the location of the shot is every time. Maybe not. Are we seriously missing every time? Or yeah, it just doesn't break it. And the zombie's not coming back out. Come on, man. Oh. Yeah, I hate controllers so much. Yeah. No, it does not break windows. Good to know. In the zone. Wait. You. Oh, that's why you never came out. I understand, sir. There's a little bit of a there's a little bit of a cooldown between whenever you fire and whenever you can finally draw it again. Wow, you're really hanging in there, buddy. What? This thing's horrible. Doesn't do anything. This is normal. We didn't put it on hard or anything. It's just a normal zombie. These are arrows of harming too. Whatever you want to call them. I feel like I can beat them faster with my fists. Are you just invincible or what, bro? What? What is up with the zombie? Is he invincible? What? I'm probably just missing something about it, but it wouldn't have been the first mob that I killed in creative mode. How do we use this? Can we not name hostile mobs? That's messed up. Do you just not exist? You half exist or something? Alright, let's just start building this thing, I guess. I don't know what's up with this dude. It's weird. He's actually making me kind of mad. I meant to not grab this, but that's fine. That works too. Okay. There we go. That was easy enough. Get rid of this stuff. I don't think we need this anymore either. Yeah, I guess we'll go oak stairs. Let's go one more. It's like a root cellar down here or something. not what it's gonna be. Just gonna be it's gonna be the next floor, a lower floor. I think that'll work. Sure. I'm gonna be too picky about it, right? Ooh, tons of coal. Whoa. Look at all that coal. This is seed 0. I don't know if it's a random seed and it just never updated the seed number after it randomized it, so thus it just still says 0 here. Or if on Bedrock Edition, wait, simulation distance 6. Yeah, it doesn't actually change my render distance, so I've tried that. Where was I? Yeah. Or if it is somehow in Bedrock, you can just type in 0 to get to seed 0. If they change that for Bedrock, I don't know, maybe. But I'm pretty sure I tried this once before and it was the same seed. So, yeah, pretty interesting. You just go straight to seed 0 because it wasn't a thing, I don't think. I mean, it is. You can get there, but you gotta like type in a weird prompt, a random, basically just a random text chain that gets you to seed 0, because 0 would just be a random seed, like entering no seed at all, and thus making the game randomize it. But it does not seem to be the case here. I think we're actually on seed 0 just by typing it in, and it's probably slightly different than Java seed 0. Let's take that out, I suppose. Yeah, we'll take that out because we're going to make all of this wood, of course. Yeah, this is not the kind of build that'll probably make it into any other plays, any other builds that we do. Worlds, that is, mostly is what I'm talking about. Or yeah, I mean worlds in the sense of even like the event worlds that we make. Just because I mean we'll probably make stuff perhaps even on this world in the future that we can import, export, and then import into a different world. But obviously something like this is a little specific to this place, to this area, and it is looking pretty awesome though. Now that I step back, I still don't like the support underneath. It looks terrible. We do need to change that somehow. I don't know if maybe I just do. Maybe make it go the whole way into the water. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't need these. I don't know. What if we take these off? I don't know what this is either. Oh, never mind. That's for steps. I think they just need to be farther out. Specifically that one. I just can't get it farther out because of where the cliff is here. So I just do this. That's not the right spot. Make it even harder. Yeah, because that is not believable. Way too far. Goes way too far. You're better off just doing this. I don't even want to do this though. I really didn't want it to be on the ground. Good morning again, Pupperoo. Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to be here for a bit longer. Just hit our 2-hour mark. I'm going to come back later today. This is our Pokemon day. I missed yesterday though, which was our Minecraft day, so that's why I'm doing this. Just in case anybody was looking forward to maybe doing some chilling and building together. I did mention it last time. We'll probably again we're going to be doing this next time. And like I said, if you guys want to think about maybe something fun you want to do here, uh, you don't have to do builds if you want to be thrown into survival. If you like that, maybe if there's a couple of you, maybe you just have to hope that somebody else comes to hang out. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing a if I could again if I could find a nice place to start you guys off. I wouldn't mind spectating as some of you try a hardcore challenge on this world. You know what I'm saying? We could even do that next time if you want to start. If somebody would like to start that, something like that. If anybody wants to, I would be very much willing to, dedicate the stream, that part of the stream, to coming and spectating the progress. But if you are going to build, then of course I'm not going to be able to watch you build the entire time. If you're an extremely good builder or something, maybe I could. But for the most part, if you want to come hang out and build, you can just literally tell me what section of this place you want to claim for yourself, and then go off and start building, start doing whatever it is you want to do there. And if you are building or just doing whatever and you want to show it off later on, maybe toward the end of the stream or something like that, every time we do this. I'm sorry, you're going to maybe hear a truck blowing past here. But yeah, if you do want to, then we will always, every time we stream like this, we'll check out all the builds at the end, see what everyone was able to come up with before we head off. And but yeah, again, like I said, this is just the staging area. This is just the beginning for us and our multiplayer adventures. It's really just a place to start getting maybe some builders together, some different types of creators that maybe want to help in some of the bigger builds, some of the events that we have going on that I have planned. And so again, if you are interested in that, join the Discord. If you don't have Discord, just kind of stay tuned in the community tab. There's another great place to just to know what's afoot all the time. And I will, as we get into doing that stuff, especially all the events, I will start posting those things all the time to both the community tab and the Discord, so you can all know, and we can coordinate that, get everything set up, and for the most part, that stuff won't be streamed live. Some of it will. Some of the games and events we have will be live streamed because they can be. Not all of them can be. Some of them will just have to do videos if they're events that are a little longer or whatever, where it's going to take us kind of finding a time to come together and do it. So then and again the I think the extreme of that would be whenever we try our tribe challenge or our mini civilization challenge, faction challenge, if you will. I wouldn't mind doing a 3 factions of 12. That would actually be kind of fun. A red team, a blue team, and a yellow team, and see what happens. Could we do 4? Maybe. What would that break into? We'd do teams of I don't know, 7, no, 8. What it is, 40. So yeah, can't quite. That's the problem. Can't quite do 8 because of me. Well, wait, for 4 we could. Yeah, for 4 we could do 8. Almost do 5 with 8. Well, we could do 9. Never mind. I'm just bad at math. We could do 9. Can't do 10 though, just because of me. That's the problem. If it was 40 other players, that'd be so good. But at the same time, no matter what we do, we're gonna have another extra other than myself, and so we would. These would obviously, again, these would be videos. We'd be doing videos when we do these challenges, these big challenges. They would have to be done video recorded, and so we could have more spectators than just myself, because we'll have those other openings aside from the actual players. So in that case, we would in fact have like spectators that could be at each faction's place. We'd probably swap around, but we'd have somebody at every place at all times, probably, in that case. So yeah, if you whatever like little role that you would like to have in these different things, if you just want to participate, if you maybe want to be a like a spectator, co-host in a sense, if you want to help to create the things, if you're a really good builder, or maybe have some maybe think that you can help with some of the ideas themselves, anything, let me know. If you join either the Discord or in the community tab, let me know what you're interested in. You can post in the community tab your own comments, so you don't have to wait for something to reply to. You can just comment yourselves, start a thread in a sense right there. So yeah, the faster we get people voicing their interest, the faster we can get everything done. And like I said, I do have things I'm already building on my own, and that we can hopefully sooner rather than later start getting into multiplayer wise, that are actual sort of like mini games and small events. Things that you probably won't be expecting, because as far as I know, I haven't seen any. Like, I've seen several different people playing different games. They're, for the most part, they're the same things over and over again. But there have been like different contests. I've seen those. I've seen some cool little mini games in those contests. But those and also all the different servers with mini games, I have yet to see some of the ideas that I've come up with. And so I don't know. I think they're going to be pretty awesome. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I would, that's for sure. If I was participating, I would. I'd love it. This is kind of coming together. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I would go farther this way, but of course we know what's going to happen. In fact, you know what? Let's just go as far as we can, right? Let's take this out. We have to go down one. Yeah. Did we take two of them out? Wait, what? Just one right there. Yeah. I remember which one that is. Oh, that one. Yes, I will. I think that this was all clear then. But lower, not going to be the case. This one is good. I guess we could probably do that. Yeah, that's fine. Keep it looking natural. I think that should let the rest of this work for us. Nice. I'm also gonna, yeah, so Rand's World, my very first world, the one that again you may be watching the video series of currently. Yeah, the series is way far behind where I actually am in there, but I haven't been playing it, so I can catch up in the series, and then we can play that survival mode, play through it on stream. And I do want to invite people to build there, and that's a lot more specific because I want you guys to kind of make your own mark in the world, if you will, not the same way that that you're, I guess, like free to make your mark here, but more And this just doesn't look good like this or like this. Either way, it looks bad. But I do want to be able to get through here. This does have to come down one more, and I hate that. So, we're just taking so much out, but it's all right. This will work because this is going to be the floor, of course. What? What? What's that one? Let's do this. You know what? That's fine. Kind of a little bit of symmetry there, then. Right? Looks like I should do that too. Yeah, but I actually have like plots around the kingdom that I'll zone off for people to claim and then build on. And again, of course, building homes instead of just random stuff, building some sort of house-like structure to add to the kingdom, make it look real awesome. And really, yeah, we can do that as soon as I catch up. I don't need to beat the game for you guys to start building there, but I think really it would just come down to whether I want people joining the game while I'm attempting to beat it, or if I want to just wait for afterward. I probably just want to wait, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's pretty good, pretty good. Except for this, of course. Take all this out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I have 9x9 plots. I feel like 9x9's decent size. I can't go huge. Probably gonna have an area where there's some bigger plots zoned, but go out here. Maybe if I can figure out how. A lot of these are probably the last one. Not that one though. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to take those out. Those don't need to come out. This is wall. Just those. But that's okay. We'll keep that like that. Because this entire wall is going to stay stone. For obvious reasons. Sydney Pup, having some trouble. It's hard to walk on the sheet that's on the slippy couch. All right, we need some light down here. Get those lanterns back. I like the lanterns; they're kind of nice. It's the best we got, you know. All right, that'll do. That'll do. What's up? Hey, you guys sneeze or something? There it is. Yeah, there's also back to what I was mentioning, but 9x9 spots around the kingdom. I also have some smaller ones like on the coast, and we'll put some larger ones like out a little bit farther away from the kingdom itself, but like just around. That's all I've zoned out so far. So again, I got tons of ideas, I think, to fit pretty much any play style, and all of those kind of culminate in the larger events that I got planned, because whether you like to build and create or whether you like to participate in fun mini game type things, or if you like PvP or like RPG type play, MMORPG type play, I think all of that is, but we're going to be combining all of it, right? We have plenty of different things that we'll be doing as well. So again, some of them are going to be smaller endeavors, while some will be larger and longer. And next time, I think when we're hanging out here, we'll maybe fill out this house a little bit, have some cool gadgets we maybe make. I wanna do some redstone, messing around with some redstone. So we could always do that maybe next time in here in the temple here at the temple in the temple. I don't know what the world is called the temple. So yeah. Anyway, that's that. I guess I could maybe next time also might go back to our what is that? Go to Lifeboat server, go to the custom world, check out finish that build, finish our custom build on our plot there. We were working on a Nerds Templar castle. Got to claim our stake there, even though we don't have to claim it because they give it to us. But again, if you guys want to next time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you want to come claim your stake in the temple in this world, again, it's all the world is your oyster, literally. No, well, not I guess not literally. It's not an oyster, but it is yours to do with what you will. At least whatever section you decide to call your own. Any section at all currently, because nobody's claimed any section yet, other than of course myself, which I'm only claiming right here. I'm only claiming this little tiny where this island is here, this beach, this coast, this little island as well. Why not? This little cove, I suppose. Why not? Straight down here, including this beach, and then down here, including this water, and then over to here, into this water, basically. But I'm not, really concerned about that. Pretty much just this coast going around, and then including this little island over here. So, yeah, that's a very small place. It's a very small area. A lot of cool structures all over the place to check out. And if I'm not mistaken, that would be here, right? The little island place would have been at the end of this, correct? You see how annoying it is to load in on the console, though. Barely went anywhere, and it's already not loading in chunks. This is the island. A lot of sand. The zombie. There are some crazy things. Like, there's crazy structures, natural structures. There's just crazy generation in this world. I don't know if that's probably a pretty common thing, or if there is something about this being seed zero that comes up with some, like, sometimes crazy, odd-looking generation. Yeah, this would be basically the end of my land here. This island piece. But again, it's when you start getting out as far as we have on the map, you have literally everything open to you. Whatever you could want, there's everything. As I flew around making the map, I found so many amazing looking structures, amazing caverns and caves and mountains, just ridiculous landscape, cliffs. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Look at my little home here. It's not bad. This is a nice little valley, isn't it? Of course, yeah, I understand it would be a little hard to get attached to something like this. It's not quite, an SMP. But again, it's just here for builds for you guys to come chill for a little bit, hang out, maybe do a little building if you want, or whatever you feel like, I suppose. And I know I just keep reiterating myself, but hopefully soon here we will have some other content for you to join in on, multiplayer content. Because again, I will have some single player stuff hopefully soonish that I'll be able to start doing on here as well in Rand's world. Just have to see how fast I can get the videos out, I suppose. Again, we'll probably do more stuff here. And again, if I have people that want to do a hardcore survival in this world right here, somewhere off in the distance on an island or wherever you maybe feel like you want to start, I can pop you off there. I can set it to hard and we can watch you struggle along, see if you can beat the game. I think it'd be kind of interesting. If you want to join me in doing that in the future, also again, just stay tuned because once I beat the game for the first time, I would love to do some multiplayer hardcore attempts with anybody out there that's willing to team up with me. Good luck to you, sirs. Um, anyway, like and subscribe again. Much appreciated. Definitely helps us. Obviously, helps us to grow. It's pretty obvious. But the growing helps us then to, of course, do more. Get into doing our big content and doing more of it as we go. And so, thanks again, guys. I'll be here again tomorrow. I'll be here tonight as well. We'll be playing some Pokemon like I would have been doing this morning if I didn't miss yesterday's stream. So Pokemon this evening, it's going to be some Sword again. So we're going to be doing some Dynamax Adventures. Again, more multiplayer stuff. If you guys have Pokemon Sword or Shield and you have Nintendo Online and you want to pop in and do some Dynamax Adventures, maybe hunt some shiny legendaries, that's what I'm going to be doing. Join me for it. You know, I just realized you could actually hunt more than one of every type of legendary if you have one already. That's a non-shiny or is a shiny, and I think and you wanted to find another one, couldn't you just group with somebody who hasn't found that legendary yet, run those Dynamax Adventures, and potentially get another shiny of that same one, as many as you wanted, perhaps? Anyway, I digress. That's for tonight, right? That's what we're doing tonight. Again, got those little mushroom islands out there, all over the place. It's cool. It is a huge. I mean, what a huge sea here, right off of where we started at. Again, our world spawn literally right here, 72, 72, 72. Right in the very corner of this map. So yeah, right off the coast here of this massive sea is where we spawned in. I kind of like that in a world. Starting in a nice place like this, but where you're like right next to the coast. So there's almost like there's only one way for you to explore, adventure off, but whenever you're ready, you have like everything that's over here to still see. Obviously, if this was a survival mode, we would have probably explored like this much, maybe if that. I would have maybe explored as much as what I'm claiming for myself right here, but maybe not even that much. All right, I guess I'm done rambling, guys. Come hang out next time. Again, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is our usual start time, even though I've been slightly later this week sometimes. Probably about, I don't know, 6:30 p.m. tonight is probably when I'll be on for some Pokemon. And that's that. Look out for some videos. A video to come out. Finishing up also the SSBU AI Knockout Shorts League. That's coming to an end. We're actually on the last of the regular season playoff week. And that'll be out today and tomorrow for blue and yellow. And then we'll be into the playoffs next week, guys. It's probably going to only take 1 week to do all the playoff shorts. That'll be the end of season 3 of the Super Smash Bros. League. I'll probably continue with it. I think people, I don't know about you guys, but I think there are Super Smash Bros. Players that are enjoying it. Seems like it gets a decent bit of views and likes, so I will probably continue with season 4 of that. I even thought about, I planned on, I should say, while I was doing season 1 of the actual Super Smash Bros. AI League, not the Shorts League. I did plan on doing another one here in the later fall into the early winter for season 2. So I mean, I might end up doing that. It really all depends on time. I think I might be able to pull it off, just maybe. It doesn't take a whole lot of editing, which is the biggest thing. Like I can actually edit up a video of that in probably like no time. I don't even know, no time flat, because I don't necessarily, as long as I know what I need to edit out, I don't have to watch it, and it's only like the chunks between matches. I can just go, scroll straight to that, cut out those pieces, and basically be on with things. So I don't know. It's going to be, if we do it, it's going to be another zany season, because last season wasn't as crazy. Season 0 was crazy with the Pokeballs raining from the sky. Last season it was just mushrooms pretty much, so it wasn't as nuts. But this season it's supposed to be even crazier. So we'll see. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm just trying to mention other content we got going on here, I guess. I will catch you in the next one. If I don't see you tonight for some Pokemon, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for some more Minecraft. Um, if you guys aren't like super interested, the only reason I'm really like kind of doing this and just finding like some almost like filler Minecraft content is because I already started the video series. I did want to do some streams. I wasn't as impressed, I guess, as I thought I might be with the public servers. So I kind of just wanted to get back onto what I had hoped to do, which is again kind of forming our own public community, Minecraft community, rather than just joining some other random one. Because again, we're all about the traditional, wholesome, um, wholesome, valued community here. The community, normal community, away from all the craziness of the world, in a sense. Not away from it like we're running away from it, but just to play, almost like a place to get away from it, to recuperate a little bit in a sense for some of us. But yeah, that's what it's all about. And so, what better place to do that online in the video game world than Minecraft itself? And so that's what we're building toward. If you're that type of person and that sounds great to you, then come help us build that. Come help us build literally and figuratively. Now I'm actually done rambling, guys. I'll catch you later. Again, it's probably like 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And other than that, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is our normal start time, Monday through Saturday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we play Pokemon. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, we play Minecraft. Today's just a little different because I missed yesterday. And I might also start throwing in those Monday evening, Monday mix-up streams where we play something different. We'll see. We'll see. Thought about even doing that on Saturday evenings, and those are just going to be some fun Let's Plays, some casual stuff. And I highly doubt it'll ever really be multiplayer things, but you never know. Terraria is one that we maybe can do some multiplayer there if you guys are interested in that at some point. But yeah, those will be some fun because there's plenty of interesting games out there, right? I play old stuff also, so don't expect like all those hip games people are playing these days. All right, I'm Randy with Nerds Templar. Like and sub, appreciate it. Join the Discord again, especially if you're interested in joining the Minecraft community we're forming here. Sydney says she's ready to go outside, I think, or she's just saying she's ready for a treat. That's probably more likely, right? Catch you guys later. Peace out.